Hello, welcome back. Let's see if this works. Once again, I don't have my microphone, so I hope this is picking up and you can actually hear me. So if not, turn up the volume on your headphones or I don't know what to tell you. So, or just read. Once again, there's a lot of vocabulary that goes along with circles. Okay, so when I say a word, you need to know what it means. Get lots of vocabulary that goes with circles. So let's see segments. There are different segments inside of a circle that you'll need to know. And most of these you probably have seen already or know something about. So a radius. A radius is a line segment that goes from the center of the circle to anywhere along the circle's edge. Okay, from the center to the edge, that's your radius. And a diameter goes from one edge of the circle through the center all the way across to the other edge. Okay, so that's a radius and that's a diameter. The radius goes from the center to the circle, and the diameter goes from the edge to edge through the center. So it's important to know that goes through the center. And of course, the radius is half of the diameter length, or the diameter is 2 times the radius. Either way, if you know this, you can quickly figure out what that is. Okay, so radius and diameter, pretty standard stuff. Okay, and there's some other ones. A chord. Okay, you might have heard this one in music, but in here it's a little bit different. So a chord is any segment that goes from one edge of the circle to another part of the circle. Okay, in fact, a diameter is a special type of a chord. It goes from the center, one side, through the center. So the diameter is a chord, but not all chords are diameters. So a chord just goes from one part all the way through to the other part. Okay, a secant line starts on the outside and passes through your circle twice. So it has 2 points of intersection. Part of it is outside and part of it is inside. So this is a secant line. And a tangent is a special type of a line that only touches the circle in one place. So this is an example of a tangent line. Okay, so chord goes from edge to edge. Okay, from the edge of the circle to another edge of the circle, E-D-G-E, from edge to edge, from point to point. It can go through the center, that's called a diameter, but it does not have to. Okay, a secant line is this line, the one that passes all the way through. So what is a line that is inside and outside of a circle? Okay, it passes through, I can't even spell right now. Inside and outside. Okay, 2 points of intersection. And a tangent has 1 point of intersection. It just touches the circle. 1 point of intersection with the circle. Okay, so what's neat to know about a tangent as well, so here are the points of intersection. A tangent line is perpendicular to the radius at that point. Okay, so if this is a tangent, it's going to be a 90-degree angle will be created here between the tangent and the radius. Okay, and it's always true no matter where it happens to be tangent, the tangent is always perpendicular to the radius at that point of intersection. Okay, let's see, what else? Oh, some terms about arcs. Arcs are very important and they're pretty easy, but an arc is a measure along the outside or along the circumference of your circle. Okay, a minor arc is a little short one. A minor arc is less than 180 degrees. So like GH. GH, and you take the 2 letters and you put a little curvy, an arc above them. That's how we name them. So this is arc GH, the measure from here to here. Okay, it's always the shortest distance between the 2 points unless otherwise stated. Okay, so there's a minor arc. Also, K to L is an example of a minor arc, arc KL, and some other ones. Okay, a major arc has a larger than 180 degrees. Okay, the major arc is bigger than 180 and usually has 3 letters, like from H to I to L. Okay, this is specific in that it starts at H, it goes through L, so it goes in the direction of L, or I, and then it goes all the way around to L. Okay, it's like you're flying around the world in an airplane. If we start in the United States, we fly to Europe, and then from Europe we carry all the way around to, let's say, China or something that's way over there. Okay. Also, another major arc might be J to F to I, okay, which is different than just JI. So this would be arc JI. This is J through F to get to I. Okay, 3 letters for a major arc, 2 letters for a minor arc. And of course, a semicircle is one that exactly equals 180 degrees. So GIJ is an example of an arc that's a semicircle, or JKG. Either way, starts at J, goes through K, all the way around to G. Okay, we know it's a semicircle because this is a diameter. A diameter cuts your circle into 2 semicircles. Okay, that's how we name them, with 2 letters for minor arcs with a curve over the top, 3 letters for major arcs and semicircles. Okay, and these are all arcs, distances around the circumference of the circle. Okay, and then a few angles. So if you put a couple of segments together, you can form some angles. A central angle, as you might be able to guess, is an angle that's formed in the center of your circle. So, formed in the center, usually by definitely by 2 radii. 2 radiuses? No, 2 radii. So here we have 1 radius. If you draw any other radius, you have formed yourself a central angle. Okay, this thing right here is a central angle, an angle formed in the center of your circle. Okay, this is the arc that it intersects. Okay, this is called the intercepted arc that goes along with this angle. Okay, and then an inscribed angle, if we inscribe it, just like if we, well, that's just to draw inside. So let's see, here's an inscribed angle. An inscribed angle is made up of 2 chords. So 2 chords that intersect at the same place. This is an inscribed angle. Okay, right here, notice it hits on the circle where the central angle hits in the center. Okay, and this will be the inscribed, or the intercepted arc that goes along with this angle. Okay, so you have inscribed angles that happen on the circle, central angles happen inside of the circle. Okay, so there are some relationships. The central angle here is equal in measure to this arc. So if this were 51 degrees as an arc measure, this would be 51 degrees as a central angle measure. Okay, for central angles, these are equal to the arcs they intercept. The angle equals the arc. For inscribed angles, if this is 60 degrees, the angle is half. So if we're going here from arc to angle, that is half. So an inscribed angle is half of the arc. Or we could turn that around and say the arc is 2 times an inscribed angle. Okay, the arc that it intercepts. And of course, all of the arcs have to add up to 360, something that you probably already knew. Okay, so there's some easy circle stuff, things about angles that can be formed, different types of arcs, minor, major arcs and semicircles, some chords. Okay, a chord is this one. Here's a radius. This is a tangent. A tangent touches in 1 spot, and a secant touches in 2 spots. And let's see what else. Radius, of course, and a diameter. the diameter goes all the way through the center. Okay, so just some helpful stuff that you might need to know about circles. That's all.